So what were some of like the biggest hardships of getting started?
Getting started. I'll be straight up. People out there, if they ever want to start a company, don't half-ass it. You got to go full blitz. And for example, we found it really quick. Like, we were trying to fund, hey, we started with rubber keycaps and 60% keyboards, and we were like, all right, we'll fund a little bit of rubber, a little bit of keyboards, and that's just not the move. If you're gonna do it, go invest and believe in it, or don't believe in it at all.
How did you invest? Did you guys have money saved?
Yeah, I've been saving money since 16, and it was for a house. But I believed so hard that I put all of it in it. So,
you built a house out of keyboards, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say it, I don't care. Like, it was $70,000.
Yeah, that's lit. That's great.
That's putting my balls on the line. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Put your balls on the line. Lit. If you believe in it, if you're second guessing it, then figure it out. Don't put your balls on the line if you're second guessing it.
Yeah. I fuck with that, dude. Was Matrix your first?
Some pretty cheap balls.
No, that's the thing, dude. I've started like 10 companies. And they all never made it off the ground.
That's so important, man, because I feel like people watch successful people, right? And they're like, man, these guys fucking get successful, man, and I'm a failure, Like, failing is like a part of your journey, and I feel like we don't talk about this enough.
1000%. Every fail that I've had, I learned one thing that put it towards Matrix, and then it just takes one to be successful, and then now we're starting other things, and it just kind of like the success rubs off on that. So
people are scared of failing, so they never succeed, and that's a really big problem, man. And
going back to Gary Vee, I think he said something about like if you're afraid of failing, like being an entrepreneur or like starting your own businesses is probably not it for you, because you have to like, not only do you have to get used to failing, you have to fucking like it. You have to be into potentially failing. Like
I watched Gary Vee and failed all my college classes.
Dude, hey, that's his point though. I think fuck college. Is that his point?
Bro, you hear his voice whenever you wake up, bro. You hear his voice. You just fucking.
Does anyone else hear Dusty is popcorny right now or no?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay,
so not only was he late, but his mic sucks. That's crazy.
Still goes back to the question, like,
I was gonna say, I didn't really fully answer.
There's a barrier to getting started. How do you get past that?
Are you ready for this? When we first started, that was in my parents'. It was in my bedroom at my parents' house with just boxes just everywhere. I'm just living like a pack rat. And then I was like, I need to get out of my house. So then I moved in with my so I have a business partner. I don't know if you guys know. His name's Chris. Super great dude. Known him since forever. He had an apartment. He had a full-time job in Irvine. I'm still in college trying to finish it up. So the day I graduated college in May, the day I moved out and was sleeping on the couch in his one-bedroom apartment, so we could be together we felt being together we can get more shit done.
So he was your partner
from the start. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Chris. And then the first 5 months, dude, sales were tiny. We were maybe getting one sale a day. Like
How are you even getting one sale? How?
That's a good question. I think just people, only place to get rubber keycaps was Taihao and mechanical keyboards.
So you had good SEO.
No, we tried to be different. There we go. I got the answer. We were different. So Taihao sold only solid colors. We did cotton candy rubberized keycaps, so it was mixed. And you cannot do that unless you bought 2 colors from Taihao.
Right.
For us, you can just buy straight up. So we had a little advantage. Hey, buy from us. A little bit cheaper and better color options.
And did you have people in the scene retweeting your stuff so that like...
No, not really.
I'm trying to dig deep here. Sorry, I'm interrupting, 100%.
But I'm trying to even remember, like straight up, like we were just posting consistently. That was number one key, post consistently. We tried, working with people, but we're so small. Like, who's gonna work with us? So then that's what it was. We were getting affiliates. That was our goal. So working with TFC was awesome for us. That was helping us get a couple sales, like absolutely. At the beginning, or not a couple, like a few sales. And then, our goal was, hey, if we get 100 affiliates, and if they all get one sale a month, that's 100 orders, 100 times, say some of those are keyboards, some of those are keycaps, maybe that's $5,000-$10,000 a month around there. So that was where it all came from, affiliates, just posting consistently and just working with.
And then getting your name out to bigger names, you would DM them, offering them custom stuff.
No. How it all happened?
Because I never got a custom Arab DM for a keyboard.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure. No, we weren't going around. The only person who got that was actually Edwin, believe it or not, until a couple months.
Bro,
right now.
like sorry to interrupt you. The
No.
crazy thing about Matrix is I feel like one day, like the day they messaged me, I looked at their account and they had like 300 followers or something, or like not a lot. And I was like, okay. And honestly, when I didn't know Cody and before I talked to them, I didn't take their DMs super seriously. I said yes, of course, because obviously who wouldn't want to? But do you know how many DMs I've gotten from random companies saying something about like, oh, Juke Squad team this or like your team that? And it's like, but then they never actually send you anything or like never talk to you again. I thought it was gonna be one of those again, but I was like, obviously I'll hear them out.
Sure.
But then, dude, out of nowhere, like 2 weeks later, like a month later, or like some short amount of time later, dude, their account just fucking blew up. I like went on their account and they had like fucking 10K followers. I was like,
yeah. So
the
what broke the ice straight up was Bad Seed Tech. We dropped the keycaps. The day we dropped the keycaps, Bad Seed Tech did a review, and like for whatever reason, it seems like this community goes to like him or BT and these big YouTubers to see what the new products are coming out.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Bad Seed Tech, he's just a big, like, dude, super dope dude, but he's like a tech gaming YouTube reviewer.
I know who it is.
Yeah. And he just like put us on the map. And then ever since then, like, just come out with new stuff and just kept that ball rolling. And then the next new product. And our whole business model is what are other brands not doing that people want? So, like, for example, we have like, I mean, I'll say it, like, we have like, there's these like, I don't know if you guys heard of like these like coil cables. You can't find them anywhere. They're only aesthetics. There's nothing performance about them. And they sell out everywhere. They're like $60. And it's like, dude,
it looks sick.
Keyboard's $100. They look sick. Don't get me wrong. They look super dope. And people with their setups, they'll go and spend the extra money to get everything matching, everything perfect. RGB this, RGB that. So like, we're just, our whole vibe is just bringing new stuff to the community and us, like, sure, there was already a 60% keyboard out there. So like, sure, we were getting sales and that was great, but it wasn't like all of a sudden we're exploding. Rubber keycaps, sure, we're doing something a little different. We're getting sales, but nothing's exploding. But as soon as we came out with backlit keycaps that no one was doing, Bad Seed Tech put us on the map, exploded it. And it's been like, I'm saying like 5,000% increase.
So what's next now? A 40% keyboard, just WASD keys?
People fell in love with TKL.
I mean, here's like our new Sector 4 keyboard that's gonna be coming out. Like, you can't see it lit up, but like this light lights up. We're just trying to like, so like, for example, like, I guess going back to your last question is like, what's a barrier to like come over? For example, when you start out, I'll be straight up, this keyboard right here is not even out. It's not even molds are not even made. This is just a sample, $100,000 right here, just to get this one sample made.
Really?
We don't have the money for that. Yeah, this right here, 100,000.
How?
The engineers to make
like
this
R&D and shit, research and development type shit.
Yeah. So like, sure, like, we fully designed this case. This is Chris and I in an apartment on carpet drawing things out right here, and it came out exactly how we wanted it. Straight the fuck up.
3D printing over and over.
No 3D printing. This is the first prototype we've ever gone, and it
really
perfect right off the bat. Yep.
I'm actually like tripping that it's like in person, because like I've seen images of it for like months, but this is like the first time.
Right.
What's
it's
so
like
special?
coding. If you want a website to get coded, custom made, these dudes are going to charge you $200 to $400 an hour. Same thing goes with this. To make this, like, they have to engineer the little screws on the inside, the PCB to fit, this to fit. Like, it's a bunch of money. So it's like, what's up?
What makes it better is that you fucking drew that with your friend on a carpet, bro. Like, that sounds like the start of fucking Apple, bro.
Right? Straight up. This is when we drew this last June in the 1-bedroom apartment on carpet. Just sketching it, talking to our 3D artist on Twitter, just going, hey, can you actually tweak the angle of this? Can you tweak this? We like this aspect, do this and
What's
that.
so bad about carpet?
Nothing. It's just funny, just like,
drawing on a carpet, bro. Have you ever drawn a carpet? Like, how the fuck do you everywhere, bro?
Now that you think about it, yeah, drawing carpet sounds pretty dumb, but it worked out, dude. So yeah, I think the biggest thing to bear to get over is you do not have the funds to make everything head to toe yours. So it's called OEM, and some people like shit an OEM, but there's nothing wrong with OEM. So we took an OEM, which just means like original equipment manufacturer. So this case in PCB is already in other keyboards. We did not invent that. We never claimed we invented it either. But then the keycaps that were on the board were ABS. We did PBT, better quality. We did cherry switches instead of Gateron. We lubed this, the stabilizers and just stuff like that. Like, we made it ours, and like, some people were just shitting on us for that. Like, this is just the GK1. You just slap your logo on. And it's just like, no, we improved it a little bit, and we're selling it as ours. And then that's why as you grow and you have the funds, then you can now create and invent essentially new shit. So
Bro,
people are hating on it, but it's like
kids
there's no point.
kids in my community. Remember, we had to deal with them for a minute. Like kids in my community were like trying to come at you, and I was like, "What are you talking?" I was like, "This comes from like a fundamental not understanding how businesses run." I was like, "You don't understand like
that
going on."
and they're technically hypocrites because they're shitting on us. But your final mouse, your Logitech mouse, they have OEM parts inside their mouse too, and they're billion-dollar companies. So just because it has the same case, so it looks identical to the other one. That's what people just assume because it has the same case. That's it.
I mean,
so
people are uneducated, but I mean, I didn't fucking know it costs you $100,000 to make.
Like people don't, dude. Import taxes will just rail you in the ass. So like people don't understand the whole business of just everything. So
rail me,
but I get it. Yeah, dude, taxes suck.